Hello, everyone. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko, or no, What If Vampire Midoriya was in My Hero Academia, and he's the oldest brother. Other two, Zuko and Zumi. The only way to basically, yeah, so he's immortal. Mortal. Like, aka, he thinks a lot. He was a vampire. His parents locked him in the basement. Because in this alternate timeline, Inko and Sashi had a mansion, not a like apartment building or a house. A literal mansion. So they locked him in the basement, the downstairs, and nailed him to a coffin. And of course, he's immortal, and he doesn't age as much. He could have been, because most of his life he was in that coffin, like the the because he's a vampire. When he was born, he was called Vampire Baby. Yeah, then over years have passed. Inko and Asashi Inko gave birth to two new kids. They had this similar to their parents' quirks. Uh, because he was also born with the same quirk or same power, but he was also born with a rarest power of monster. So basically, he can turn it off or turn it back on at will. So when he grew, or when they were growing up, in his, like, because he went through spirit thing, he sees what he'd never seen, or a birthday, or yeah. So years have passed. Sorry. Yeah, years have passed. He Now they are all 15. Or he's 16, but they all are 15. Yeah. So he never seen the outside world. So his brothers and sisters went to UA. I'm skipping all the way to All Might versus All for One because most of it's boring, because there's also worshippers that worship him, because the people know that there's a vampire among us, or monster among us. As the so now it's, yeah, every time he sleeps, or when he's in his coffin, the then the when he was nailed into a coffin, the some weird stuff going on, like AKA the like monsters, like werewolves, and like everything that you think of came out, and like at night or in the dark hallways, as citizens were saying, don't go into the hallways of the, because everyone was scared, or to go down it. But one day, Zuko and Zumi wanted to find the nearest path to go down. So they went under a bridge. Of course, it was a bad idea, but the monsters just looked at him, or looked at them, and they backed off, because they know that those two are his brothers and sisters. Yeah. So they went right past. Asked. Without any, like, they're like, man, what's going on? As they were old enough to, yeah. So this is just before the All for One thing, way before. So they were old enough so that Inko and Nasashi told them about their first oldest brother. Yeah. So now, how? Yeah. So then they aren't allowed to say his name. Or else he'll kill everybody in the world, shrouded in darkness. But yeah. So now we got onto All Might versus All for One, and All Might's down, but he's not out. As All Might says, or All for One says, ready? It's meet your end. It was like slow motion. As Zuko, let's say Zuko got captured this time, and when he saw what All for One was gonna do, Zuko screamed his oldest brother's name. Like, he said the actual name. As Vampire midoriya. As he woken from his chamber, or his coffin, he flew across the world, a blinking light, as a beam of light shoots, as a, but the man, and as Zuko absorbs, or as the vampire midoriya was standing right in front of All Might, as he took the attack, like absorbed it, as he says to him, you think, now it's my turn. As everyone can't believe this is a vampire that could kill any, or kill who's, or puts everyone in darkness. But as the shadows comes out, as the monsters with deformed bodies comes out, and took Zuko away to his house. Not to like eat him, but puts him at his house with his friends. As he says, now my brothers and my sister, hers are safe. Now I wish you a better luck in the next life. As vampire runs over Omer, as he grabs All for One's head. It only took 0.1 seconds. Because Zuko's his oldest brother in this alternate timeline is so strong, so powerful, because he's not just an ordinary vampire. He's a man of destruction kind. Like, he has powers of infinity, zero. Vampires, monsters, flame manipulations, you name it, he has it. Yeah. So, he took zero efforts, ripping All for One's head off. As he says, I feel so much better. As he goes over, as villains were scared, like most of them, but all of them went in to get, like, gonna get killed by him. So the but they will go down fighting as they all got slaughtered. Unearned. As he takes a drink of one of their bloods. As this finds or got the attention of Toga. She wants him. She wants to stab him, but her body can't move to do it. As he gets up, turns around, and All Might thought he was gonna become the vampire's food thing. But he walked right past him. As he says, let's get you out of there, citizen. As he picks up the debris. And yeah, as Toga wasn't in full control of her body, as she got this feeling of true love as she drops her blade. And as after the cleanup crew, Toga walks over to the vampire. As she kind of says, are you that one with every time someone mentions your name one? As she gets cut off, he kissed her right on the lips too. Yeah. As she felt like her own soul was purged in love or in blood too much. But meeting this 16-year-old drove her as Toga looks at him as she doesn't need as she hugs him, she tells him that, is this true love that I'm feeling? As she's stumbling over her words, but the vampire knew what she's trying to say, as he answers her, yes, your way of saying, or your way of love is different and compared to most normal people. When you love someone, you have to give your love to everyone. Okay? As Toga and him were like her eyes turned red. Not out of fear or hatred, but something tells her that she needs to run. But he's not doing anything wrong. As he doesn't like bite her. And yeah, a 16-year-old. Hold on. I just looked it up and it said that Himiko Toga is 17. This 17-year-old girl. Oh. Meets a 16-year-old vampire that can. Yeah. Is like. As Toga. Her body went from run to enjoy. Yeah, so she basically she calls him the husband or the I don't know how to pronounce it. Master. Master. Sorry. So, yeah. Because this is what he looks like, actually. But I'm just using, like, these others to express what he looks like. So, yeah. So, Himiko Toga went on a date with him. Principal Nezu asked him if it's okay with him to join you, for him, the vampire, to join UA. As he says, sure. He goes to class 1A. Then his presence didn't get, or has not gone unnoticed. Rinko, the class 1B student, kept an eye on him. And he basically, but one day she walks up to him, and told him to go on a date with her. So, you must be Rinko. On date in June. Who? As Himiko Toga and the Rinko were dating at a time. Because now they got married, and plus the priest came, not police, priests came to kill him. They tried like everything. Nothing worked. as he says, I'm one of the monsters that never be killed. Yeah. So, yeah. So, they basically, yeah. So, basically, he still hangs out with his brother and his sister. As Inko was expecting like a human or like end of the world thing, but nothing happened. Like, you know. So yeah. So then the kids got their, or his kids got like same thing, and yeah. Because they were, some of them were insane, like how Toga is. Some of them, like what Rinko is, is. So yeah, one of those two ends up um um having the same thing. He had 12 kids, 6 in each girl. Her, that's one. I'm saying 6, like an SIX. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 of them. And the other 3 were from Rinko. So, 3 boys, 3 girls. Yeah. And a lot of stuff goes on. So, he does battle against Overhaul. And he still does, like, he hangs out with everybody. So now, oh, yeah, and of course, Ochako still goes on a date with Zuko. And for Bakugo, oh, or actually for Zumi, she's dating Todoroki and Bakugo at the same time. Yeah. So basically, they got married and had, because how much the Todoroki and Bakugo did to her, because they did the deed. It was 6 kids and from one body. That was just, yeah. And Ochako and the Zuko got married, and they had just one kid. Yeah. So, yeah. So now please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and everything else. Peace out.